So just now we're looking at question 8, part B from the Higher Engineering Specimen paper. And we're getting into analog electrics proper here. So this question is about a drone. Part of the design by the electrical engineer is shown for one of the drone's motors here. And during testing, it was found that the motor required a current of 97 milliamps for the drone to hover. Tells us that the transistor has a gain of 210 and wants us to find the value V1. So first things first, I would be saying to myself, right, let's highlight what I know. I know that the resistor at the base of the transistor is 1.2 kilo ohms. I know that my supply voltage is 6 volts. The motor requires a current of 97 milliamps and the transistor has a current gain of 210. And the question is also asking me to find V1. If you like to, one of the best things can be to write that out, especially in an exam scenario if you're worrying. So we can say that I is equal to, 97 milliamps, and that our gain is 210. We can say the resistor at the base is equal to 1.2 kilo ohms, and that my supply voltage is equal to 6 volts. The first thing that I want to do is I want to find the current at the base of my transistor. So the equation for that links the currents and the gain is that our gain is equal to the current at the collector divided by the current at the base. If we rearrange that then to find the current at the base, I can say that my current at the base is going to be equal to my current at the collector divided by my gain. Substitute in my numbers now, and that's going to give me the 97 milliamps divided by 210, which equals 0.46 milliamps. The reason I'm finding that is once I have found the current here, I know the resistance over this resistor. I know if the transistor's on, I know the resistance here. So by finding the resistance over the resistor, I'll be able to find V1. So looking at that now, my voltage is always equal to I times R. You'll remember that is Ohm's law, it's always true. And so my voltage over the resistor has to be equal to the current at the base, because the current at the base of the transistor and the current through the resistor are going to be the same, times by the value of the actual resistance. So using my answer from here, I can say that that is 0.46 times by 1.2 kilo ohms. And that gives me that the voltage over the resistor is 0.552 volts. Now, again, looking back at this diagram, just erase this to try and make it a bit clearer. The voltage V1 is between this point and this point. And that is going to be equal to the voltage between this point and this point. If I draw a little voltmeter there, added to the voltage between the base and the emitter here. So because the resistor and the base and the emitter are in series, V1 is equal to the voltage over the resistor added to the voltage between the base and the emitter. That's where this next bit comes from. I can say that V1 is equal to, I'll just scroll up so you can see that there, the voltage over the resistor added to the voltage over the base in the emitter. We know that the voltage over the resistor is 0.552 because we've worked that out. And we're assuming that the transistor is going to be turned on fully, so the voltage between the base and the emitter is 0.7 volts, because remember that is the voltage at which the transistor will saturate. Adding those two together gives me 1.252, and so rounding that to two significant figures gives me 1.3 volts. I'm just going to write that as to two significant figures. That's a 3-mark question there, and you're getting 1 mark here for correctly calculating IB. You're getting another mark here for correctly calculating VR, and then you're getting 1 more mark here for a correct calculation of V1 with a unit.